Stay tuned, welcome back to one of my videos today. What we're going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you guys the games I picked up in May 2021. I have a lot to get through today. I know I said that in the last video, but I genuinely do. Retail has opened in Northern Ireland and I've just recently started going out more often. So I've got a little haul from CEX and it's already confirmed that I'm going to CEX again in a couple of days. But we need to get into this very quickly. I'm scared that was gonna hit me there. This is the pre-order bonuses. Do you remember in the last video? If you watched it, if you haven't, card up there. In the last video, basically, I was telling you guys about how my pre-order bonuses for Pokemon Snap had ceased to exist. So I got the stickers and this massive poster. I'm not going to unravel it because it's a big poster. But yeah, it's double-sided as well. Yeah, so like one of it's the main box art and then the other one is like an animated kind of image of like, I'll put photos here. The sticker set came in it just a plain envelope from Amazon, from Royal Mail, and the poster was delivered using Hermes. I don't know what happened with these, but I'm glad I got our pre-order bonuses. I'm probably not going to use the stickers. They're very big actually, but I'm probably not going to use them. I think I'll just keep them as a cool little collector's thing. And the poster I will probably put up actually. I'll probably put it up in my house when I have an apartment. I'm probably going to put this up in my little game area because it would be really cool because it's Pokemon Snap and I really enjoyed playing through the Pokemon Snap game. So glad the pre-order bonuses for that finally arrived. So the next bundle of games we have I bought from CEX. Basically when I go and visit my girlfriend, there's a CEX in that area that we go to. And I'd never been there before. This is the first time I've been there, and from my brief visit, it's a pretty decent CEX. We're gonna start off with the PS2 stuff because if I go into any retro game shop, I always go to the PlayStation 2 section because, as many of you probably know, PlayStation 2 is my favorite console of all time, and I just love the games from that era. So the first one that we picked up is Gun. I've seen it on the Xbox and the GameCube, so I assume it was a title from that era. From what I've played, it seems like a kind of like Wild Westy kind of game, like Red Dead, but not because it's Gun. And it's box complete and it's in a pretty good condition. I'm really happy with the condition of this. And look at this. It's got, do you guys remember these? It's got the little Activision card as well. Do you play games online? Yes or no? So this is how you used to register games back in the day before like the internet was really prevalent. Even then, I never understood what the purpose, but I love having stuff like that in the collection. Really excited to play this. I think it could be a cool one to dive into. And the second and the last PlayStation 2 title that I got from CEX was one that I was just not expecting to see in the shelf, and it was only £2.50 and I'm like, wait, what? I've seen that go for way more on eBay, and that is Jak X. So I'm currently in the process of kind of collecting like the major games from each system, like the Mario games I don't have, and Raymans and all that sort of stuff, and of course Jak and Daxter as well. So I'm trying to get all the games from that series, so anytime I see any of these at a decent price, I'll pick them up. It is also box complete, which we love to see on the channel, and it's got this little pamphlet, which is fired up. I know Jak X isn't like a mainline one, it's like a spin-off in a way because it's got racing in it, but I know it does follow elements from the trilogy, so I'm gonna play that first before I play this, the same way I'm gonna play Ratchet Gladiator after I play all the Ratchet and Clank games. But yeah, I'm really excited to play this and I was so happy to see this, and that's why I picked it up. Glad to have Jak X in the collection. Excited to play it. It looks awesome, and the bit that I played, like, I just love the humor from that generation. The next game we picked up was for the Wii, another one of my favorite consoles, and this one was only 75p, and I played it for the first time last night, and it was actually a lot of fun. I would argue that 75p was quite a good price for the fun that I had with this last night. But that is Link's Crossbow Training. I'm picking up Zelda games now as well. I haven't even played Breath of the Wild yet. This was really, really fun last night. I don't have the Zapper though, and I think I will pick up the Zapper and then play more of this, but it was really fun just with the nunchuck and the Wii remote on its own. It's a great game, and this is in fantastic condition. It also is box complete with all inserts. Usually when you get stuff from CEX, it's very rarely box complete, but I don't know, the CEX, I think everything was box complete that I bought. But yeah, this is really fun. It's basically this game, it's meant to be kind of like an instructional tutorial game for the Wii Zapper, but you can play it just the Wii remote and nunchuck because the Wii doesn't know you don't have the Zapper. It's just really fun. If you like light gun games and stuff, it's quite fun. I had good fun playing this last night, and I honestly, there's not very many levels. There is an element of difficulty to it as you go up the levels. I really enjoyed what I played of it, and I might complete it. It's a great piece to have in the collection as well. And it's in good condition. Next game we picked up was something for the PlayStation 3. Obviously, with getting a PlayStation 3 recently for the collection, I've been picking up more PS3 stuff. I was kind of aiming to pick up more PlayStation 3 stuff, but I just couldn't see anything that kind of I wanted. So the only thing I actually picked up was FIFA Street. And a lot of people probably go on a sports game. You picked up a sports game? I know, but I actually remember FIFA Street from my childhood, so I actually have a bit of a connection to this game because me and my brother used to play this all the time on the PlayStation 2, albeit it was a different one, and I think I'm going to try and hunt down the one that me and my brother used to play. Played a bit of this. I suck at football games, I don't really like them that much, but FIFA Street's really cool. It's unique, you know, it's like more of a laid back setting, but it's got professional footballers in it, and it's just fun. It's a fun game, and glad to have it in the collection, especially since me and my brother used to love playing these games growing up, and I probably will collect a couple more of them. The next game I picked up was something on the PlayStation 4. I've kind of been picking up more stuff for the PlayStation 4 recently, just because it's a platform that I play the most, but that is Watch Dogs. So I know what this is, like one of the games that came out early PlayStation 4 era. It came up in PlayStation 3 and stuff as well, so it was like a cross-generation title, but I've heard that Watch Dogs isn't great, but I've always wanted to just try out the first one and just see what it's like. But yeah, this case is cracked on the inside, so it doesn't, wonder if I can actually show you, it's like cracked here, so that's not fun. I think I actually might dive in and I might try and complete this and play it if I enjoy it, because it does look fun. It's just, I know that when it first came out, a lot of people, like when we seen it at E3 and then compared to what we actually got, it was almost a completely different game. And I think that's where a lot of like the stigma around this game comes from. It was sitting at CEX for £4, and I thought it's a PlayStation 4 title for £4. I've always been curious to try it out, so I might as well try it out. But yeah, happy to have this in the collection. And the last game that we picked up in CEX is one that I wasn't expecting to pick up in person. I was actually gonna order this one online a little while ago, but then I just never did. And lucky enough, because I found it in CEX cheaper, I was going to pay £5 for this. I got it, I think it was £2 or £2.50. But I got Daxter for the PSP. Now, it's really hard to find PSP games out in the wild, especially boxed. But Daxter is also box complete in a really, really, really good condition. Like, really nice condition. I always loved, like, the PSP manuals because they're so awkwardly shaped. And, like, the little clip that holds them in was never very good. You know, like, I don't know, they just always like move about. Like, if you just slant the case slightly, it'll just fall out sometimes. The next console I'm hoping to buy is a PSP because I don't currently have one, but I love the games for that system. Again, it kind of falls into that PS2 territory where like it has the humor from that generation, the graphics and the kind of gameplay style. It's a great console, and I love the games for it because they're simple, they're fun, and they do reflect the PS2 era in a time where PS3 games were being made, I suppose. But yeah, really excited to try out Daxter. I think it's more of like a puzzle oriented one. The last game that we picked up is a game for the Switch, because for some reason I cannot stop picking up games for the Switch. And that is a game that I have been dying to play for years, and that is Metopia. I was actually going to buy this on the 3DS, and then I watched the direct, and they announced this as a remake. Out of all the games they could remake on the 3DS, they re-released Metopia. This port is really, really, really good though. It's really fun. And you get a horse in this version. Oh, and you also have like the Mii creator, and some of the Miis that people have created are incredible. I've made mine. It's the Dark Lord Miiverse. In mine, the king and the princess, they asked for, no, they said that like these are going to be family. So I made the king, the Wii U, and I made the princess with 3DS because it was that family of systems. So it's Miiverse getting revenge on those platforms for killing it. But I've been really enjoying playing Metopia. I played the demo of this in the eShop. I would say if you're on the fence about buying this, play the demo. Because you can create Miis without actually buying the game as well. So if you just want to buy it for the Mii creator tool, that's free on the demo. But if you want to actually play the game and get into the story and stuff, obviously you're going to need to buy the full version. But I would say if you like what you play in the demo, you're going to love the full game. But I'm hopefully going to pick up the 3DS version as well of this, just because I like having both versions in the collection, and I love like comparing differences and stuff like that too. But I also got some pre-order bonuses. But I got this. It is a Metopia lanyard. Now, I don't know who at the merch department decided that this is what Metopia fans needed, but if I work in an office, you best believe this is what I'm using for my lesbian card or something, I don't know. It's actually quite a nice lanyard, I'm not gonna lie. I just don't understand why they chose for an RPG to have a lanyard as one of the pre-order bonuses. And the second pre-order bonus is post-it notes. I don't know why they thought that office supplies was the things that Metopia fans needed, because I would say the majority of people that play Metopia don't have a life. They're pretty high quality print and they're cute. You know, the collector in me is just going to keep these as a little collector's item. But it was nice that I got the pre-order bonuses. It's good for the collection, you know, to have stuff like quirky stuff like that. But that is all the games that I picked up in May 2021. I will be going to CEX in the next couple of days. So in the next recent pickups video, I will have another CEX haul, and maybe I'll go to a few other shops and stuff. You don't know what's going to happen in the month of June, but I'm very excited to get back out there and get back out game collecting. It was so nice to go in store and just pick up a bunch of cool games, and I'm very, very excited to see what games I'm going to pick up during the summer. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please a big thumbs up, and also subscribe some love, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next video.